Okay, so I've always seen these videos online of people unboxing things, and I have never done that before. I'm sorry that you're seeing like the ring light right here, right there. But this thing is massive. So I wanted to talk about the box first. The box is 2.5 inches deep. It is about 14.5 inches wide, and let's just say 22.5 inches in height here. So it's a big book, or a big box. So I ordered this off of Amazon. It did come a little damaged right here in the corner. So I'm a little concerned about what might be inside, but I'm hoping all will be okay. Taschen, I have a couple books from them. I have the Basquiat book and the Frida Kahlo book. Oh, and I have the Andy Warhol Giant book too, which I believe is a Taschen publication. But these are always so interesting to get into because there's so many little pieces and parts you have to unfold and pull and push. So I'm always curious to see how these unfold. Oh, wow. Okay, so now I'm very happy because I see that even though this is damaged in the corner, the book itself is not damaged. It's a little dinged right there, but overall, wow. Okay, I'm going to move this way just a little bit. Okay. Like I said, Taschen usually does a wonderful... Oh, gosh, that's beautiful. Oh, wow. Oh, I've never seen this photo of Andy before. Oh, wow. Hopefully my dogs don't start barking while this is happening. Great paper. It's kind of a off-white, kind of eggshell color. It's not light white because you can see actually from the book here it's more of a white. This is more of an eggshell color. Huge font. Lovely photography. Great feel to the paper too. It's kind of slick but not overly slick, so your hand can kind of fall down the page. What's interesting is some of this is in German, it appears. So, oh God, these are gorgeous. I wish you could, God, that's beautiful. I've never seen some of these. These are just wonderful. Yeah. Oh, wow. So what I'm gathering is English, then we've got what I would assume be German, and we've got French. God, these are gorgeous. I can't keep saying how much this is making me happy. Just this little book here that's a tag-along piece, I guess you want to call it. But you can see it's rather large because there's my hands, and like I told you earlier, the books are rather big. Oh wow, these are just... Oh. Okay, so to give you an idea of what this actual book is size-wise, it is about 13 by, let's just call it 18.25. So that's 13 by 18.25, and it's a thin book. It's not anything major. It is stitched wonderfully here on the edge. You can see that kind of baseball stitch. Very simple, clean presentation. So now here are the illustrated books within this container. Once again, I'll measure so you guys can see. It's about 2 inches. And I'll, once again, probably 13 by 18. Yeah, 13.5 by, we'll say 18.5. The same size as this book, basically. So they're pretty much the same size. This one's a little smaller, but this is larger. So I'm gonna have to find something to open this up with. So hang on just a second while I take this. Okay, you can see it has a nice bright orange edge to it, which is kind of exciting. A letter opener. Okay, so inside of here, there's going to be 7 illustrated books. Some of these books have not been illustrated, I don't believe ever. I mean, not illustrated, printed forever. And some of them, I believe, have been printed but in limited edition. So I'm kind of excited to see. Okay, so plastic is off. So on the front we have, of course, Andy's signature, and this is from the In My Garden series. And then on the back, it is the Wild Raspberry series, which I love to see these now. Look at this. So, okay, I'm gonna shut up. Okay, so now it's time to open this up to see what goodies await for me in here. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so these open up to even more. Oh my Lord. So, okay, I'm gonna have to move. Woo! Doggy. Okay, so I'm gonna move this around. Hopefully I can get this to work. So you've got the gold book. You've got Love in a Pink Cake. You've got the alphabet. You've got Sam. You've got shoes. You've got In the Garden. And then over here you've got Wild Raspberries. What I'm loving about these are, like, they just feel, they're just, So, okay, I'm going to look at the gold book first. So it's over here, and I'll bring it to the middle. Let me see if I can get it out of its... I don't want to pull too hard. Now it's being a little... Okay. So it is in there really well. So when you go to pull it out, I mean, it's in. It kind of tucks into this area right here. There's a lip here. So that's kind of cool. So that's wonderful. But the gold book... Obviously, a gold book by Warhol. Oh wow, it's hard to see here, but these illustrations are just faintly. Let's see if I can bring it up this way. See, can you see? There you go. Isn't that great? I love it because it is very much a very Warhol kind of moment. But wow, these are, once again, the great paper. Nothing. It's not too slick, but it's also not too tactile, I guess is a good way to say it. I love these because these are very much Warhol's early work that a lot of people don't get to see. They don't really know him for some of his illustrative work in the beginning. Wow, okay. So let me put the gold book back here. Faster than it came out. Okay, so now I'll pull this one out. Okay, this is nice. Okay, Love is a Pink Cake by Corky and Andy. I love it. It's got a little sticker on the front. Nice little illustration. It's a little tiny book. This was from 1952. Oh, nice. See, I love this. I love seeing some of Warhol's early pen work, because it's so different than where he ended up. It's just, I'm going to sit down with these later and look even more, but that's wonderful. Love is a Pink Cake. And like the other book, there's a little lip here that the book fits into and then falls down into. Okay, so this is A is an alphabet. This is also by Corky and Andy. As you can see, it's a smaller book. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The gold book is 14 by 10 and a half. This one is 7.5 by 10. This one is 8.5 by, you might as well say 5.5. So, I love these. I love seeing the handwriting at the bottom too. I assume that's probably, well, it could be Andy's, who knows? I'm not sure. But I love how simple these drawings are, and there's just little pieces and parts. It's very minimalistic. Just love it. I mean, this is unbelievable. Okay, so let me put this back. Okay, so here's 25 cats named Sam and a blue one named Blue and one blue pussy. And this one is by Warhol and I believe his mom. So 5 3/4 by 8.5. It's a very thin little book. But, yeah. So, and actually, Julia Warhol's not in this, so. They're his cat photo paintings. I love these. Now, this is from 1954. Now, the paper is relatively thin, so when you have it open, there is some bleed, so you can see the bleed through the cat behind it. I don't necessarily mind that. It would have been nice if it was on heavier paper so you didn't see that bleed through, because it is a little distracting, but at the same time, it's kind of very Warhol that there's another layer of something behind it. Like, you can see the other cat behind it, and you can see a replication of a cat over here. So I don't hate it. Okay, so let me put this back in here. We've got 3 more books to go, folks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to move this over. God, this is massive. This is just unbelievable. Excuse my dog. She's probably seeing the neighbor outside. Okay, so let's see. So this is yeah, it's a shoe book. I don't speak French, and I'm not even going to badger it. 8 1/4 by 12. Okay. Once again, Taschen has its imprint here on the front in Boston. So this is Warhol's shoe book. And of course, we all know Warhol had a foot fetish. If you didn't, now you do. But he also originally started in the industry illustrating shoes for ads for a shoe, for a place in New York. See, here again, you can still see some of the shoe behind it. I don't hate it, but I do wish the paper was a little thicker so that you didn't see that shoe replication from behind. But like I said, don't hate it, but it does kind of take away when you're, for instance, when you're looking at this, you can kind of see the other shoe behind it. But there is something about it that's kind of neat in a weird way. Kind of going through these quickly because I don't want this to be an hour-long video, because I could sit and look at these for a long time. So I'm going to put this back in here. I do love how it has this little lip for the book to set in, and you've got this little tab to pull out. I think that's super smart of Taschen to do it this way. Now, this one's called In the Bottom of My Garden by Warhol. It is basically 8 by 10 1/4. I have actually seen some of these illustrations in person. I can't divulge where, but I have. And they are really cool. I love this where you can kind of see the bleed of the watercolor with the yellow into the green and stuff. That's really cool. I love that. I just love these. These are just wonderful. And like I said, it's something that not many people know Warhol for, because he's always known for his much more his photographs, silk screens in his later work. But in the beginning, I just think there's something about his illustrations that are so whimsical and so they're just great. And this blotted line that he has, and I love the fact that that's the end. Oh goodness. Okay, so the last book that I'm going to torture you all with is called Wild Raspberries by Warhol and Susie Frankfurt. Now, this one was in 1959, originally printed in 1959. This book is 10 1/2 by 16. We'll call it 10 1/2 by 16. Set that over here. Now, this book is all about recipes. I've seen some of these like on places like Pinterest and Instagram and stuff, but I've never seen them. But basically, they got together, and it's basically Warhol's version of a cookbook. Like, buy a 2-day-old sponge cake at the A&P and cut it into 3 3/4-inch laters. Soak for exactly 30 seconds in rum, confectioner's sugar. So they're basically telling you how to make these cakes, which I think is great. I mean, that's just fun. But yeah, this is wonderful. Like I said, I'm going to look through these much slower because we're going on almost 15 minutes of video here. But wow, I mean, this is just great. I love it. I just love seeing the handwriting. It kind of inspires me to want to do something like this where I would, you know, draw something and then play. I love the eggs here with the eggs that are cut. That's really fun. I love that. Wow. And I like that there's smaller ones. Yeah, these are great. I love this. Okay, let me put the raspberries back in. Let me fold this back up. So once again, these books range from 1952 to 1959. And now I'm going to fold this back in. And then fold this back in. This is just wonderful. So there you go. The 7 illustrated books by Andy Warhol from 1952 to 59. I ordered this on Amazon. I think it was $150 for this particular set. So yeah, so go enjoy. Go out there and get this. I highly suggest if you are a Warhol fan, especially of his early works, this is not a disappointment, to say the least. I think anything by Taschen is just wonderful. So now I'm going to try to get this thing back in the box because I'm going to look at it later. But I did want to show you guys, you know, the process of closing it back into the box as well as getting it out of the box. So there you go. So everybody, have a wonderful day. Go get this box of books. It is fabulous.